Hello friends, today we are going to learn one of the important function in MS Excel, that is IRR. Very often in the financial management you find out the topic capital budgeting is very interesting to the student, but at the later end of the topic, once they come to calculate the IRR, it becomes very heavy, because manually if you want to find out IRR, which stands for internal rate of return, so we have to use the technique of interpolation and extrapolation. So in that previous technique, once we want to find out IRR manually, so we have to use hit and trial method. So we have to select one rate which results in the positive NPV, select one rate which results in positive NPV, and we have to select another rate which results in the negative NPV. So we are actually using positive NPV as well as negative NPV to calculate the IRR, which is actually a rate where the net present value is 0. So once we get the positive and well as negative NPV, then we use the another method which is known as interpolation and extrapolation, and then we have to use the equation of line to find out the IR. It is very heavy and hectic method, but on the Excel we able to calculate IRR very easily. So let us try to illustrate with the help of the example. So let us take one example to calculate IRR on the on the practical basis. So here in this column I have put the year 1 2 3 4 5. Year 0 is the year which is indicating the investment, where the firm make an investment of 1,60,000 rupees, and I have intentionally put minus because cash is going out of my pocket, and I have predicted that over the 5 years the cash flow are expected to come in this pattern. So how we'll use the IRR function in the Excel? You just have to go to a cell where you want to calculate IRR, and just you have to simply press the button is equals to IRR, equals to IRR. Once you put this function IRR and you open the bracket, then value starts to appear. So it's very crucial that initial investment are to be placed along with the subsequent cash flows. If you put any gap in between, then IRR calculated will might become wrong, because it takes into the consideration more number of year as you have planned in your question. So just you have to simply click on the data, and just you close down the data, and just you press and enter. You will get an idea that internal rate of return will be 15.40. So one function you can also use in this, like if you want to freeze, like if you want to see at the different scenarios, like if the investment is 1,60,000 in up, if the investment become 2 lakh, then what is going to happen? So just you can do one thing, you can simply freeze all the cash flows here, or you can simply do one more calculation. Let us try to do this. Let us put 2 lakh, and we'll take all the cash flows appearing in the same pattern. Just we place this again, we calculate the IRR is equals to IRR bracket open. You simply select all the values. Okay, let us do one more thing, put minus sign over here. You simply do this, equals to IRR bracket open, simply select the data, bracket close down, and you press the enter. We have not put this value as a negative, that's why it is not representing it. So now it will be coming. Just wait, we just simply skip to this. 19. We will just go to this format cell. We just want to put journal, or you will just put the number. We'll get the values over here. So just we'll again do the calculation part of this. So we, instead of this, we have changed the cash flows to 2 lakh, and then we'll want to find out the IRR now is equals to IRR bracket open. You select all the values and then you put the enter. Here why it is appearing 0, we have to see this, maybe because it is becoming 0 because of the pattern of cash flow, since we have already done one calculation over here. So what we can do is we'll simply replace all these value over here, and then we'll try to find out the IRR is equals to IRR bracket open, then we put bracket close, and then we put answer, then we'll get the IRR of 16%. Here sometime what happen, it take Excel automatically freeze some data. So once you're using a particular column, you are requested not to use again, and you will find the IRR. What we are referring is that if you want to freeze its value, then we'll simply push F4. Once we put the F4, then the value will be freeze over here. Then you will simply have to press F4 for freezing this. So what you can do is just go to shift and F4, then these value will be freezed, or you can simply use the dollar sign to freeze these value. Once you use this sign, then these values will be freeze for the rest. I hope so you able to understand this, and we can do the lot of calculation with the help of these. Thanks a lot.